That's right, Bradley. Iowa football, volleyball, and one sport that has one of our reporters climbing up a wall.
Well, we start with football, though. While Iowa's third football game of the season is quickly approaching, everyone is looking to the defense to see if they can have the same impressive performance as last weekend.
But with such a big improvement from game 1 to 2, where did that improvement come from? Katie Sextro takes a closer look.
There was quite a difference in Iowa's first 2 games of the season. After witnessing a struggling defense that gave up 21 points to Miami of Ohio, they allowed Iowa State to score only a field goal the week after.
There was a lot of things we improved and cleaned up from week 1 to week 2, which should be expected, and it's something we need to continue to do from week to week so we can get where we want to be as a defense.
So what changed with this Iowa defense?
We were kind of stepping sideways as D linemen, and as D linemen you want to step forward and get kind of knockbacks, hit them in the mouth, and our communication was better from week 1 to week 2, just echoing the calls down the line. We just did a lot better with that, getting kind of used to our crowd too.
Every week we're just trying to improve, make corrections off the tape from the games and practice, and I think just we made strides in practice that week. We came ready to play.
I think it's just game by game. You come in with more experience. Everybody gets that first game out of their system and understands how to play with what kind of effort. Mostly 100% effort all the time, but just kind of how hard to go, how much to give on each play and stuff like that.
And what are they working on now so they see improvements like this every week?
Just small detail things, just like any other week, especially from the first to second week, you want to work on your details, but you want to keep on honing that edge, throughout the year, and hopefully we can just get better detail oriented.
We work well together, so, when things don't go well, we always just go back to fundamentals, as a unit and just work on that.
And with both Iowa and North Dakota State coming in undefeated, it'll definitely be a good test of these teams' abilities. Reporting from the practice facility, Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
We will have more about what the Hawks are doing specifically to prepare for North Dakota State on our pregame show Friday.
The Iowa women's volleyball team is now 8-2, moving into a tournament in their home court this weekend, and they also are getting ready to start Big Ten play. Mary Kate Haran has more on the team's preparation for their upcoming opponents.
This past weekend, the Iowa women's volleyball team was in Ames for the Iowa State Classic. The first game did not end up the way they wanted it to. They ended up losing to Iowa State, but they only took a positive out of that and ended up 2-1 in the tournament, beating Montana and North Dakota State. Once again, Reagan Coyle and Jess Janata were named to the all-tournament team. Now they're just working on keeping that momentum going into the Iowa Invitational that they have this weekend, and also starting Big Ten play a week from Friday.
Our group did a pretty good job of rebounding after a tough fought loss on Friday night, and I think when you invest that much emotionally into a match, it's easy to get up the next morning and just feel flat, but our group did a great job, and to clean up the next 2 matches, 3-0, 3-0, and come back with an 8-2 record is a pretty good start for us.
Right now we're just working on watching our film and everything, and working on that first contact battle, so passing and serving, and I think that once we get all of that stuff down, it's going to come together.
I think this weekend we're really trying to build some confidence going into Big Ten play. We have some pretty good teams coming in, and I think this will be a good opportunity for us to really perfect what we're doing and kind of solidify a lineup, and as well as be able to feel good about what we're doing individually and as a whole, and I think that's really important for us this weekend.
Once again, Big Ten, every team is physical, every team is talented, and you just have the best of the best every night. And so that will allow us to really rise to that opportunity and challenge. And in order to prepare for that, it means that we have to be at our greatest and our best in practice scenarios. So every day counts for us in the gym, and we want to maximize that time.
From Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Mary Kate Harrion, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The volleyball team opens up against Lamar this Friday and finishes out against South Dakota Saturday at 7 p.m. We'll have updates on how the team finished on Monday's show.
Alex Giannakopoulos was out at the Iowa Recreational Center as he tries to master the art of rock climbing. Alex, show us what you got.
The first floor of the rec contains many machines and weights that take time to learn how to use properly, and they may be daunting at first. However, the most intimidating workout has to be the rock climbing wall. At 3 stories, there is a lot to learn before you can climb on. I talked to David Patton, the Assistant Director of Outdoor Programming on the process one goes through to learn how to climb the wall.
There's not a lot of room for error when you're up there. So take a lesson, come back, do your safety check, and then we issue you an approval card, and you can use the wall whenever we're open on your own.
Seems easy enough, so I thought I'd try the wall myself. With the help of trained staff weighing me down and keeping me alive, I scaled the 3-story rock wall to see how a beginner may fare. I climbed all the way here, and I couldn't anymore. Not only is rock climbing a terrifying workout, it's an exhausting one as well, draining energy from my legs and my arms. I think I need to schedule a couple more free practices with the rec staff.
David told me that although the learning curve is steep, the more you come out and climb the wall, the better and higher you will climb, which for me is encouraging because I only got about 10 feet in the air. Reporting from the Recreation Center, Alec Giannakopoulos, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
You know, Zags, many times as I've been in the rec center, I have yet to conquer the wall.
I'd say it's intimidating when you walk in there, that big tall thing.
Meet number 1 is in the books for the Iowa women's golf team. The Hawkeyes finished in a tie for 6th place at the Red Raider Invitation in Lubbock, Texas. Iowa scored a 907 at the 2-day event.
Jessica Ip capped off the tournament with a 70 on the final round, and the women's golf team is in Vail, Colorado in 2 weeks for the Golf Week Conference Challenge.
Bradley, back to you at the desk.